Have you ever been in a situation where you actually need to learn or know a concept in just a short while? Maybe you have an emergency examination that you are not even aware about and you need to prepare immediately, or you have been busy. Maybe you are a kind of student that is working, as the work that is doing, and at the same time schooling, and then you are about to prepare for an examination that is coming up in just a short while. Maybe you just have 2 weeks to prepare, 3 weeks to prepare, 4 weeks to prepare, or maybe 5 weeks, or maybe a month or thereabout that you need to prepare. Even if it is just 1 week that you need to actually prepare for this examination, there are things that you can do to actually make sure and ensure that you actually learn and know maximally the things that you are expected to read from the books. And if you can follow everything I'll be sharing in this video, I can actually tell you for a fact, because I am sure, I have done it, and I am sure, I am so sure, 100% sure, that if you follow every single thing I'm going to be talking about, you are going to perform better than students that have even been reading that same concept for months and months or weeks and years. I need you to pay attention to things I'll be saying in this video. It is not a magic, so therefore you need to understand what I'll be explaining, and you are going to give testimony under the comment section of this video. All I just need is that your ears hear what I'm saying and that your mind understand exactly what I'm trying to explain to you now. Therefore, so I am going to be teaching you 4 things that you can actually do for you to learn in just a short while, in under a short notification for that urgent examination, or maybe for a competition, debate, quiz, whatever it is, you can learn in just a short while. Number 1 is what I call the total focused attention. Now, what do I mean with this? You need to be focused. You need to have a place where you can read. You can't just read and understand maximally anyway. There are no one-way thing to hit, and there is no one rule to hit. You are the one that can study yourself and know the best way and the best form for you to actually study and learn maximally. What am I saying with this? For me as a person, I love to read in a place where I am the only one there with my books. I love quietness, and I just love to be hearing some noise, a little faint noise in the background. And trust me, my hostel is one of the best place for that. And anytime there's too much noise in my hostel, I can move to my church. There are no noise there. Anytime there's no service, I'll just move to church and I'll read. Guess what? The only sound I begin to hear are the sound of birds. Oh my God, so comforting, just making sound. Let's say we are going to see those sound in this video. Can you hear that? Yes, because I'm currently recording this video in church. So those are the sounds I enjoy to my ears. I begin to listen to them, and sometimes I even begin to shake my head to the melodies of it. It's so comforting enough. That is for me, and that does not necessarily mean it is going to work for you. So you need to find your whole way of coping while reading, but basically ensure you are off any means of notification from your phone. Take away your phone. Don't be distracted by your phone, and ensure that your environment is good enough to read. If you are looking at milk at the other hand, you are looking at food here, you are looking at different things here and there, your hostel mate is watching movies, an action movie or a Christian movie, depending on the genre you love, you will be distracted. And before you know it, you cannot read. Why? Because you'll be in a hurry. Oh, let me quickly read this, so that I can go and watch that movie, I can go and join them to go to a party and stuff like that. Know what works for you, and ensure that the space basically is done away with for any form of distractions. That is, do away with anything that can distract you. Remember, the noises are what some people can cope with, but you necessarily may not be able to cope with the noise around. So study yourself and know what works for you. Number 2 is clear, purposeful intention. And this is the purpose, or this is the usefulness of the course outline or the scheme of work. It will help you to have a focus of what you actually want to read. So if you are in the secondary school, go along with your scheme of work, and if you are in university, in higher institutions, go with your course outlines. This will help you to know, okay, this is what I want to read, because trust me, you are not going to be tested on anything that is not in your course outline or that is not in your scheme of work. Alright, except if any teacher or any lecturer actually tests you from what is not in your course outline or from what is not in your scheme of work, that is an error-based exam. And definitely there are going to be error scores. Don't worry, other times I'm going to talk about what all these things means, what error score means, and what error-based exams means. Alright, but in this video, all my focus is just for you to read in a very short while. So just know the thing that you are looking for in that book that you are reading, in that textbook that you are reading. Maybe you have a 1,000 pages of PDF and you need to read it in just 1 week. you cannot sit down to begin to read that 1,000 pages. Why? Because you still have other PDFs and other textbooks and materials to read. So you need to know, what am I searching for in this PDF? And this will actually help you to easily learn. And very soon in this YouTube channel, I'm going to be telling you how you can actually use AI to learn maximally in times of emergency and when you needed to learn just effectively and immediately. Number 3, positive emotional association. Now, what do I mean with this? You need to be emotionally ready to read. If you are not emotionally ready, you cannot learn. Your emotion needs to be set to learn and to read. For example, if you are in secondary school maybe and you hate the teacher that is teaching you a particular subject, or in an institution and you hate the lecturer teaching that particular course, I can tell you for a fact that you are definitely not going to perform maximally for that course. So the first thing you need to do first is to be emotionally balanced for that course. Ensure that nothing is getting in your way of emotion, and ensure that you don't have any issue with the teacher or the lecturer teaching you that course. It will help you, it will help your mental state of mind to actually learn very well. Remember, I've always been saying something because I want you to pay attention to it, saying that human actually consists of 3 major domains, which I've always been saying to be the cognitive, the affective, and the psychomotor. Don't worry, I am going to explain better in one video what these 3 things means and how they affect our performances and actions in the world. Step 4 that you can actually do is for you to teach that particular idea. Yes, you have just a week for you to read and prepare and pass that exam. You may not necessarily having to start searching for people around. You can just be looking at the mirror in your room and be teaching the mirror, be talking to the mirror. Now you can take your phone, take your mobile phone and put it on record. So what you are going to do is that put it on sound record. All right, so let me show you what you are going to do. You can just put your phone on sound record or whatever it is that is called on your own mobile device. All right, something like this, and then you hit this record button. The moment you hit the record button and it is recording, all you just need to do is think yourself in the mirror, and later on you can stop it and listen to what you have just recorded and get to see how it sounds. Now let's do a test. Let me see what I just recorded. Button. The moment you hit the record button and it is recording, all you just need to do is think yourself in the mirror, and later on you can stop. Thank you so much. So can you see how that works? You can begin to listen to yourself, and if you have enough storage on your mobile phone, you can actually decide to record yourself. Put your phone on a tripod or just on your window, anywhere you feel you want to put it, and record yourself. And then later on you can begin to watch it again to see if you made any lapses or any mistakes. This will really help you in terms of professional exams. Maybe you want to sit for an international exam and you want to be sure of how you deliver your message, how you appear on camera, how you speak, how your hand movement is, how your mouth is, everything, your gestures. Maybe you're frowning, maybe you are laughing, maybe you are, it will help you to coordinate yourself. Basically, these are the necessities of all these things, and I'm very sure that if you can follow these 4 steps or 4 keys that I have given to you, you'll be able to learn even in the space of just 1 week, and you are going to do excellently well in that particular exam or in learning that particular concept. So like I said, very soon I'll be making a video on how you can learn maximally and very effectively and the fastest way with artificial intelligence, and you are going to ensure that you learn the correct concept and you learn it very well and immediately, and you are going to ensure that you even recheck it and recheck it and recheck it to be sure that it is void of errors. My name is Ayorinde Samson Oluwatobiloba. I am the instructor for this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, but please, I really want to plead with you, subscribe to this YouTube channel. These are ways that you can actually help me personally on this YouTube channel. I want you to like, I want you to share this video, and I want to just share it with other students that are learning and people that want growth, academically, emotionally. They just want to learn anything education. Share it with them and let them also get to subscribe and see value on this YouTube channel. When you do this, it is sending a positive information to the algorithm of YouTube that this channel is actually actually have valuable content. Thank you so much for doing this, and I really appreciate you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.